Just to put that shit on. Hey, it's hot as a hoe though.
Oh God.
Hey Trent.
Come on, 808, pump me in. Come on, let's do it.
Cool. I'll spark the heat on.
You need to go and sign me a quick playing. I ain't gonna say who though.
I think you said I need to quit playing and sign you. I was like, huh.
No,
I don't know that I have the resources for that one.
There's been a lot going on. I just ain't told you shit, bro.
I'm already know. I figured.
You'll see in the next 6 months or so.
You trying to get on DOA?
Hell nah. I won't even do that. They ain't big enough.
Where would you, if I was looking for sample chops, where would I find those?
Like actual samples?
Mm-hmm.
Either right there. You can do the 2022 or that one. And it's some other Lou Max that. Actually, fuck that. I know a guy that.
The ones that you touched.
That I didn't touch before?
That you touched. Like that you touched.
I mean, keep right
Who made that sample?
And these are all samples, right?
here.
Cause I think I heard that shit in my email.
Yeah. Go to the Golden Boy.
Mister, put that shit on. Man, matter of fact, let me see if I even got my shit in my bag. I should. No, that's on the car. I'm a producer engineer based in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm from Charlottesville, Virginia. I've been producing probably 5-6 years since I was about 14. And yeah, I'm 19 now. It's about 5-6 years.
So like, name some of the artists you work with, you feel me? Out of your whole life, you feel me?
I did some shit for Gunna, Shady Babies, and Strick. Money Moo. There's only some unreleased from Money Moo, some shit with Lil Soldier. I engineered Soldier for Zaytoven's project with him and Soldier. There's a whole lot of other people that I'm totally missing.
So for the Zaytoven project, how did you get in contact with that?
That was a crazy
You
story.
ain't gotta say too much, you feel me? You don't need everybody to know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, it's a crazy story. I actually really, how it happened is I just ran into Lil Soldier. And like, basically what happened is I was out in LA. And I was landing, like my flight was landing. And I got close enough to the ground where I dropped, like I had some phone service. And I texted Shipes. I was like, yo, is 24 Left Eye in town? I'm about to land in 45 minutes. He's like, yeah. And then he sent me the address and the time and everything. And I just pulled up. And they're texting me, yo, we need an engineer. I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'll engineer. So I pulled up. And I finished engineering for Left Eye. And we recorded, I don't remember if this was the first or the second night I was there. Because I recorded, I think, like 3 nights in LA with Left Eye. I think it was the second night. But
yeah, that's crazy.
My manager at the time was dragging me out. He's like, hey, we got this session, and like some folks might be there. You might like, you know what I'm saying? You might get some work. You might meet some people. And I'm like, well, all right, that's cool. Like I'm ready to move around and network. And I jumped in the Uber, and I'm hanging out the window like, cooling it, and skirt like this. What's called a little Land Rover whips up, and Soldier like rolls down the window real quick. Hey, you know where the engineer's at? Is there an engineer in there? And I looked at him, I was like, well, I'm the engineer. He's like, well, come on, I'm finna book you for the night. And I was like, all right. So I jumped back out of the Uber, canceled the ride, and shit, the rest is history.
Type shit. It sounds cool as hell for real, man. Got some shit going on. So, like, first of all, how did you get your name 808Spinz? You know what I'm saying? How did that even pop up?
Really, I just came up with that joint in high school. It was more of a temporary name. Like, I don't even really remember. It was a whole lot of reasons I had it. Like, just some high school shit.
What's up, bro?
Kid.
Jay.
I know. Here.
Sure. Keep on going. I'm gonna cut it out anyway.
But yeah, so no, I just kind of had this like a temporary name in high school. Like I used to have the name Xander, like just kind of temporarily, and that shit was stupid. So I made it 808Spinz, and that was like temporary. And then I had a couple songs I did at the school that were like popping. They did a couple thousand. They did like 10,000 streams at like the school and in Charlottesville, and like people just started calling me Spinz. People, hey 808, and I mean it was stuck at that point. I couldn't change it.
Oh boy, bro. So what's the craziest thing you ever done in your life, man? Like, name one of the craziest shit you just say. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of things I can't talk about on camera.
Yeah,
But
why not? Is it about the feds and all that?
Nah, hell no. I'm not doing nothing illegal. But
Got no crazy stories about women.
it's a lot of crazy stories.
Man.
I feel like my craziest stories, like to me personally, are the ones like where I really lock in and I'm working. Like there's cool stories like, oh yeah, I went to the strip club, I got fucked up. Like everybody does that, but like nobody can say, bro, I locked in with these people in this weekend. Like I just, I popped out in Atlanta and I like accidentally linked with these people. Like those are the coolest stories to me. Honestly, one of the craziest stories of one of the most like wildest shit. It was the first time I ever went to Atlanta. I hopped in the car with my homegirl, and I had called her a day before because LaMarcus J posted on a story, like, who's trying to cook up in Atlanta? And we're about, like, 4 hours from Atlanta. So I called my homegirl, I was like, let's get the B&B tomorrow. And I find a little B&B for, like, $200 for, like, 2 nights, and we went in on the B&B, and we rode down there together, and we pull up, and it's Think It's a Game Records. Like, whole time I'm thinking we're going to be cooking in someone's house. So we pull up, and like it's Think It's a Game. So I met a couple of the A&Rs from Think It's a Game. I cooked up in Think It's a Game. I met like DJ Hood, like Amir, LaMarcus J, of course, King J. Like it was just crazy to meet all those people. Like, I just accidentally linked with them type shit.
Not to like cut you off, but how was that like your experience? You know what I'm saying? How did that make you feel better around it?
It was just crazy to know like when you go down to Atlanta, you can meet people like that. Like you just run into people. Well, because that wasn't even the end of it. Because I booked the B&B just to go cook up. And then, like, I went to see 24. And, like, I went to see a couple other people down in Atlanta. But then the next morning, like, I woke up. Really, I came back at, like, 3, 4 in the morning to the Airbnb. And I'm looking at the trash can. There's a Dirty Glove Bastard sticker on the trash can. And, like, the owner of the house said, like, DM me. Be like, yeah, I'm a yada yada. Like, I run a little label and I run a studio. I was like, word. Like, it's probably some old head that owns a B&B out here. Like, it's Atlanta. Like, everybody's on some music shit. And I got back, and it was those Dirty Glove Bastard stickers, like, all over the trash can. And, like, I just talked to him the next morning. I was like, oh, yeah, like, I'm finna go see 24 Left. He's like, oh, yeah, that's my boy. Like, I'm Aaron. Like, I run Plugged In Studios in Dirty Glove Bastard. And I do all the interviews and shit for Dirty Glove Bastard. And so it was just like that. Like, I just booked a random B&B on some, like, what's the word? Like, just out the blue. Like, I got an opportunity. Sporadic. That's the word. Like, I sporadically booked this Airbnb, and I just ran into the guy that runs the DGB interview platforms and stuff like that. I can just, every time I go down to Atlanta, I meet people like that, and I just love locking in for, like, 8, 10 hours and just keep meeting these people.
So you saying that Atlanta's a move for young artists and young producers to go to so really get this shit popping?
Yeah, it's been the move since, I mean, look what Metro did. If you look at Metro's, all of his interviews, I was 14, and I was in St. Louis, and I convinced my mom to take me 6 hours in the car down to Atlanta for the weekend. Then I linked with so-and-so and so-and-so, and look where he is now. Like, we're looking at these videos of him in the studio with, with Future and Young Thug and Travis Scott, and, like, all these young artists and producers were like, holy shit, like, this is the holy grail of trap music. And, I mean, the whole time he was just going down, doing the same thing that we can do. Just go down to Atlanta and meet these folks. Like, you never know what you can do when you go do that.
For sure, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people trying to Atlanta get their shit popping, get their shit moving, you know what I'm saying? So we can really see where you come from with that, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if you wasn't being a producer, what else would you really be, though?
It's funny. Someone asked me this question the other day. I answered. I said, I'd probably be, like, a car mechanic or, like, something like that. I don't know, because I hate numbers. Like, obviously, I love numbers, like, but at the same time, like, I hate doing numbers, like, statistics and shit. Math is the worst. English, I'm pretty solid at, like, writing and stuff, but, like, just when it comes to, like, speaking, like, I can communicate, but I'm not the most articulate. I don't don't know. Like I just really have such a love for this creative music industry, and I do like I have to say I owe my life to music. Like I would not be here if it wasn't for music. There was a point in my life where just I had no direction, and I wasn't sure what was gonna happen, and when I was just really depressed and not in a great place, and just the light that got me through it all was music. At the end of the day, like this is me. This is what I love. Like, if there's nothing else to care about, there's still music.
So let me ask you this, man, for female wise, you know what I'm saying? If you had to choose an artist to work with, what artist would you really choose as a female? You know what I'm saying?
A female artist.
Niggas, females.
Who's the hardest female artist out of Memphis right now?
What we got?
I mean, I ain't gonna cap. Let me stop this shit right quick. I ain't know you were recording shit. I ain't.
Oh, it's all good.
Hey, you call just in time. Terry, you wanna hop on the couch?
Yeah.
We got Cousin Bula in here too.
What's up, bro? Come on, come to the video, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm out here getting some cash right now, bro.
On me. Who's the hardest female artist right now?
In general?
In general. Well, in general and in Memphis. I know he's gonna say K.
Hold
Carter.
on. Is that Zeron?
I would say the new female that just started popping off, but I mean, she got one song.
You gonna say Glorilla?
Yeah, but she only got one
She
song.
ain't got one, bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
she got one song.
She been hard.
She tough.
She been hard.
Female artists that are hard as fuck though. Baby Ash, bro. The real question is, where is Baby Ash?
I'd say K. Carter. Cause she been around. She was Chopper Gang back when Pooh Ice and that wasn't even, popping yet.
Type shit.
Yeah, she right with that. She been hard. That's how I feel.
They cool.
So,
This nigga broke my lighter.
the hardest female artist, I would say.
I'd say K. Carter.
Yeah, K. Carter. What you got?
Now, out of the states, I'd probably say Young M.A. She probably the hardest I done ever heard.
Alright.
I listen to multiple songs without skipping. I like, honestly, I like Enchanting. She's good.
Oh,
But
fuck that, yeah.
I wouldn't say, I don't know
Yeah,
that
she
she's
the
the
best.
best.
Nah, she the best to me.
Yeah, that's my homeboy's best
Hold up.
friend, so
Hey.
I be around.
Well, let me hit you right back.
She hard as fuck.
Hello?
Cause she don't rap like the rest of these females at all whatsoever.
Bet, tell
When
them
it
to,
comes the
come
beats
around the
or
side.
her
We're just
flow,
interviewing
she
right
just
now.
run straight hug on some gangster shit.
Type shit.
I fuck with it.
How about females to fuck on? Like, who's like what?
I ain't gonna say Enchanting for sure.
Oh, no. Enchanting and Lotto,
Yeah,
bruh.
bro. Yes.
Hey, but look, Lotto is cold as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I know she be doing all that pussy popping, but like, out of all the artists, I feel like she does it the most like respectable amount. Like Cardi B be out of fucking pocket, and like Megan, Megan just be throwing me. Like Megan's good, but she be throwing me, bro. She be talking about all this vulgar ass shit. Like,
So if Megan saw this video, how would y'all really act? Is she really
I want to talk to
shit?
Megan. I just want to talk. Like, I want to meet her.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna care. The shit is what it is. She can make her money cool for her, but I personally don't fuck with it. Now,
There you go.
when it come to K. Carter or Shannon, I actually fuck with they cadence, they flow,
Right.
they beats, they hop on and shit like
They
that.
be
So,
sliding.
yeah, they be sliding shit better
That's-
than half of these niggas.
That's why I had asked Memphis females. Like, 'cause I'm
Yeah.
already knowing, like, if it's gonna be a hard ass female, she's gonna be coming out of Memphis.
I ain't gonna she ain't from Memphis. She from Forward, Texas.
Who? Lotto? Or nah. Lotto's
Shannon.
from
Chen,
Yeah.
Lotto from Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't realize Enchanting was from there. But
Texas.
Have you heard of underground artists as in like South Fuego?
I heard them. I just don't listen to their music.
You know, their music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just making sure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
just
everybody, it's in South Fuego going up, going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, and it's Autumn and there's other niggas, you know what I'm saying? So we just trying to see what's going on.
hey,
with it.
doubling back to that second question you asked, I gotta go Iggy Azalea. Not
Iggy
hardest
who?
rapper, but
Iggy who?
Iggy Azalea, bro. She bad. Come
Cardi.
Talking
on.
about some fuck?
Cardi's BM fool. Crazy. Man,
Nah,
this is
yeah, nah.
crazy.
For me,
Nah,
the
for
fuck.
sure.
Nah, I'm plucking.
Yeah, man.
Maybe like 2 years ago. But after
For
Cardi,
sure.
I don't know, man.
I'm picking Summer Walker.
Summer Walker. Nah, dude. Not after she got that haircut. She looked like an avatar.
Oh, yeah,
fuck.
yeah, but that's up with.
I see past out there.
That's up with.
Her and Chen up there with me.
I don't know. I feel like Summer Walker kind of fell off to me when she got all those piercings and like,
Yeah.
like I like the face tats and shit. Like,
No, for sure, for sure.
like tats are hot, bro. Like I'm sorry, mama, but like I love a woman with face tats.
So if your mama got a face tat, how would you feel?
I I don't know about my mom's a 50-year-old white
What
pediatrician.
will she get it? You never know. She might be feeling crazy one day. She get a face tat.
If I ever come home, my mom's off the bars and she's like, I'm finna get a face tat.
Yeah, nah.
That's the only way you get in a face tat is if you do it like out of respect for someone or you're off the
Hell
bars.
nah. Your mom would never do that.
Yeah, so I feel y'all, you know what I'm saying? You got a girlfriend have face tats and all that.
I wouldn't get no face.
Like, she had one at all, and then when she got one, it's like, I got one right now. How would y'all really feel that?
I ain't gonna count.
What does it say on it?
This is a little cool, you know, it's a little drip drop or like a little
A little drip drop, that means she murdered somebody.
See, fool. If I ain't got one, she don't need to have one.
Yeah, I don't
Cause
know.
I'm gonna get one when I, get the money for sure. I'm up there. I'm cool. I don't need to
I
get
feel
no
like-
government shit.
At this point in my life, though, like all the women I meet with face tats are just gangster ass bitches.
I love them.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm a college student. I don't know. I can handle all that.
Damn.
I personally think her bad just gotta be right. For real.
Yeah, if she's not trying to dig in my bag, if she's on some independent shit, yeah, yeah.
No, for sure, you know what I'm saying? That's what everybody be saying, you know, they say they don't like face tats, and some people like face tats, you know what I'm saying? So it's just really balance it off, you know what I'm saying?
As long as she's not robbing people.
Type shit.
Yeah, so I can love me a gangster bitch, but not if she's if she's a jack girl.
Alright, so look, so all the young folks try to get to producing and become an artist and that. You got any advice for them? Like, say something, you know what I'm
Practice.
Do it all day. I still do it all day. I've been doing this shit for 8
Make
years.
beats all days, hotkeys.
Yes, like learn the program, like actually study the whole music business, the music itself, who was before you, who coming after you, all that. Cause all of that matter, and all it is go play into how you get to where you need to be.
As a
100%.
producer, build with an artist. Even if you're not building that artist, like even if the artist isn't like going to be on some mainstream blow the fuck up type shit. If you got an artist and y'all have a good dynamic sound together, you have a good work ethic, build with that artist. Even if, you know what I'm saying, the artist isn't rocking hella shows and shit, like you can help them put them on game because you're going to learn that shit regardless.
Right.
But the basic is you're going to get the work ethic working with the artist. Think about it. If you're making a beat, you're making 50% of a record, 50% of a record, 50% of a record, 50% of a record. If you learn how to make 100% of a record, then you can double back, and that 50% will be so much stronger than just, you know what I'm saying, making half a beat and sending it to an artist. Because you're going to know how to make a record top to bottom. You're going to know what an artist wants. You're going to know the pockets. You're going to know how to engineer. Get in there and build with the artist because it'll build you, too, and your skill set.
Also, music-wise, beat-wise, make beats for yourself. Don't try to
Right.
sound like the next person or
Right.
try to make beats for other producers.
Right.
Try to get them, calling out your name. Just make music, bro. It's music. Make what you like. Fuck all that other shit.
How do you feel about all the production courses?
I mean, if you feel like you need them, do it. Cause
I'm talking more like these producers that sell, like, well, there's some producers, like, I feel like J Beats, like, it'd be beneficial to lock in with, like, J Beats or YB and get, like,
it just
like
depends.
an hour Patreon where y'all cook up on, you know what I'm saying, on FaceTime. Like, I feel like some of these, like,
It just depends.
some of these producers be trying to sell a dream.
Right.
So,
of course.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta figure out what's
make
right,
money.
what's wrong, what's real, what's, you know what I'm saying, what's real, what's obtainable. And what, when someone says, I'm gonna get you a mainstream placement, all you gotta do is invest $200 in it. Like, bro, you gotta get out there and meet people. You know what I'm saying? Like, buying the email list and all that, people don't want their emails flooded. Like, I done tried the email list. I done tried a whole lot of shit. People don't want their email flooded, and if people don't know you, they're probably not gonna look. So the best bet is to develop relationships. A real gem, if you want to get something to an artist, go on their Genius, figure out who the A&R was from the project, then you reach out to the A&R.
Yep,
Bro,
100%.
how about YB in the mirror? How you feel about him? Everybody saying he blew up and he falling back down.
You said YB in the mirror?
Yeah.
Bro, you were just looking at that post before you came here, right?
Yeah.
I was looking at that shit.
What's going on with that?
Man, Soul Train is a hit record. Nobody can tell me different.
Fuck no. This shit ass.
Damn, they saying his girlfriend got taken by somebody else, man. And you just loan money. What's going on?
I ain't got shit against the dude, but at that point, fool, you just, I ain't okay. He just blew up in an era that wasn't gonna last regardless.
Right.
And obviously, the shit ain't here now, so.
How about all these rappers going to jail, man? Y'all see Gunna,
Alright, man.
Sub, Pooh, we got Obi going on.
What's crazy is they shouldn't be able to use rap lyrics in court.
I speak on that because that's something that's going on
So-
nowadays.
Well, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
It is
It
a
is.
two-way street.
Honestly.
Because on one hand, you have these rappers that you know they're committing these crimes,
Mm-hmm.
and they're dumb enough to put what they actually did and details into a song. On one hand, you're a fucking idiot. On the other hand, there's a lot of rappers that are out here capping. You know, they're rapping about specific details on something they didn't do. You know, they might be getting a little close, so you can't prove necessarily that they did off the song lyrics. Maybe they use other evidence to tie it together. But think about it this way: Leonardo DiCaprio, or even better, let's talk about Trailer Park Boys, where they're doing impromptu, right? Ricky's going, oh, rob and shoot, and he's going to grow pot in the barn, but it's all an act. It's all for TV. How do you differentiate TV? How do you differentiate entertainment versus this person said this because they really did this? They're really like that. How do you differentiate that? That's a hard, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm on the fence because I see both sides of it. But bottom line is, if y'all are really out here slinging packs and shooting gats and shit, don't put that shit in the song. You're fucking stupid if you do that. If you go and text on Telegram and all types of encrypted fucking this and that, and then get on Instagram live and swing your gun around, you're an idiot.
Well, I ain't gonna count. You can put in your music, because I don't see it becoming a big thing that, you know, your lyrics gonna be...
I slid that boy, y'all. But see, that's what people said 10 years ago about Gunna and Young Thug.
I mean, yeah, true enough, but you gotta think about it. That was like you posting shit,
10 years ago. What happened 10 years ago?
This RICO case has been open since 2012.
Yeah, they've been looking at this whole time.
Yeah.
Damn.
They tied songs back to a murder in 2014. Lil Wayne's tour bus got shut up in 2015. They tied it back to Thug based off song lyrics and Instagram posts, gang tattoos.
I say just watch what you post. Fuck the lyrics. You can cap.
No, bruh. No, I recorded someone the other day and they said some yada yada. Hey, bro, I gotta go back and redo it because I really did that. Like, why would you say it? Like, let me put it this way: if you wouldn't say it, you wouldn't tell somebody to their face, I did this, I committed this crime. Why would you put it in a song?
Because that's how people release their feelings. That's how they get their shit out.
That's cool, then don't put the song out.
True. But at the same time, it's like, that's how they express themselves. You can't stop them from that. I see it both sides for sure. It's just, I see the fact that that's how they actually express themselves. That's literally them expressing themselves through their music. So, of course, they gonna put the little bullshit in their music, shit like that. But at the same time, don't actually be doing this shit, then go say it, then go post about it, and this and that, this and that. That's the stupidest shit ever. Like, this shit retarded. And if you rapping it and you doing it, cool. Just make sure you keep a low profile. Like,
no, for sure, because you want to get bigger.
Yeah, you don't want to make yourself
out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you go enter like Pooh Shiesty, Casanova, Wayne, Lucci, all them.
What's up? How do y'all two meet?
How did we meet, cuz?
Probably Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess everybody's meeting from Instagram nowadays.
I feel like a lot of people meet at R Beat Studios. Like, especially in Nashville. Is it cool?
We made him R&B
nah,
or no?
Hell no. Because you and I connected before I was even going over there.
Right.
It was probably Instagram.
No, I know for sure we met on Instagram, but I was trying to see what the first time we linked up, man.
I think I pushed up to your crib and we probably just kicked it and made some beats. It was probably me, you, and Kay, and we just kicked it. Because I put it with Jake.
Yeah.
And then we kicked it like 2-3 times, and then Jake kind of got busy, and I started coming up there like 2, 3, 4 times a week.
That would be we should have done it every day.
Yep. Like today, I just pulled up. This man was playing the game, and I made beats on his laptop for like an hour or two, just kicking it.
Just be chilling.
Kicking it. Work's gonna get done regardless.
Maxing the vibe and keep moving around.
Right.
Okay, so y'all plan on like moving out of Tennessee or what? Like, yeah, let's stay for sure.
I would like to. Yeah.
Build up your legacy here.
Tennessee's cool, but like I enjoy the city because this joint's always just it's always something going on. Like this whole city is just jumping. Like whether it be some rap music, some country music, some pop music, some R&B, or we're just at the crib, we're going to the bars. Like it's always something going on. It's always jumping. Like Broadway is jumping every single night, even on a Sunday and a Monday. But at the same time, rap. I don't feel like the rap scene here can really flourish because this is a country-based town. I feel like it could flourish, but not on the same scale as Atlanta. So I would like to move to Atlanta, but I don't want to permanently reside in Atlanta.
Right.
Alright, so I'm from Memphis. I was born in New York, but moved to Memphis, grew up in Memphis, all this shit. Now I'm in Nashville. Honestly, I do want to get out of Tennessee. Would I buy a house and property down here? Most definitely, because this is a home to me for sure.
Right.
But I would either move to the west, if it was the west, Nevada, or like Vegas, some shit like that. But if I was staying in the south, it would be Texas for sure. Like Texas.
Yeah, Texas is good. Real estate's cheap. A lot of property. It's flat. Good ass food in Texas. I was talking to my buddy from Texas. The food is stupid in Texas.
Just like he said, I wouldn't stay in Atlanta. I be there for like a few years.
Right, run it up in Atlanta, open a studio,
Mm-hmm.
open a label, get it to the point where someone else can run it. You got other people running your label, and then you stay in Texas. You pop out once every 2 weeks, once a month.
Smart move.
Shit like it.
Shit, that's all I got for today, y'all. You feel me?
So bad, hell yeah.
They closed down. They got bought out by somebody.
When?
I don't know.
Oh,
They
that's
was doing-
Mello had told me last
they
weekend. He's
was
like,
doing
or 2
bad
weekends ago.
business and shit, so they got bought out by a different company called something else. No. I'm sorry. Not Doppler. Streamcut.
I know Streamcut got bought out.
Streamcut got bought out.
But
They
Doppler
were
got a new
running-
owner.
They were running that shit out of Doppler.
I didn't
They got
realize
kicked
that.
out,
Fuck
I think.
some shit.
You know, what's his face?
Jack Green used to work.
Rest in peace to Lil Keed, but he got fucking shot at Doppler.
What?
Yeah. It was like a year or two.
Were you there type shit?
No. Hell no. I'd tell everybody about that if I was there.
Hey, I was a kid and this bitch got shot at. Hey, look at me.
Bro,
Honey
it's
shots.
so sad though, because I got a song with Keed.
Did you ever get the song?
Clearwater Studios there. Come on.
Fucking, what's his face? His DJ hit me back. He's like, we got 1 or 2 in, bro. Da, 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 da. You can't do
Nah,
it.
you can't, especially not when you're working with them. But that's why you gotta bring a cameraman in when you work with someone. Oh, this is my cameraman. You finna fuck up the whole session. And then you got a working picture. You're not gonna be like a groupie and like ask for a picture.
Yeah, facts. No,
That's,
I got to work with B.O.B. and record with B.O.B.
that's sick.
So you got to track this.
You guys know Scotty ATL?
Oh,
And he was
yeah.
there. He was there too, and then London J.
Yeah.
Bro, I recorded London J when he had like 3,000 followers, bro.
That's
and now
crazy.
he's like
He is weird.
one of the biggest
Does B-
songwriters
Does
out
B.O.B.
right
do
now.
all the drugs?
Yeah, they was definitely smoking weed, but
Well, like,
I don't know.
I feel like B.O.B.
couldn't
be like
tell
an
you. I was
expo
so
kinda guy.
nervous, bro, because that was my first like superstar.
what, B.O.B.?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't ripping no X pills or nothing in there.
They may have been, but it wasn't in front of us, you know what I'm saying? The studio, you gotta think, we was at the largest,
Yeah.
like, it was a Blackbird compared to studio, you know, like, type studio. It's like spick and span.
They can't do all this.
The studio manager was on their ass about it.
Right, he is doing the background.
I'm sure that's what they was doing.
It's your boy Photos by Zoe. We out here rocking with 808 Spins.